You never looked at him very closely before, have you? You take a step forward. Oh, so many articles about the king. His conquest was slow enough that the Valgardian press had time to write about him. I remember that. But there's no one to write them now. You all start reading random articles. This article is about his slow march on Dormont's house. This one is about him probably being from another country other than Valgard. Huh? He really isn't Valgardian then? Oh, apparently not. This article says there's no record of him anywhere, up until he appeared out of thin air sometime in his adulthood. It looks like he's lived in the city of Corbeau for a few years before he became the king. So he was a traveler? Like Friend and Deal? Please don't compare us to him, thank you. That's right. He did talk about Valgardians before. The way he phrased it, it did seem like he thought of Valgardians as people other than himself. And he said he thought of Valgard as welcoming, always willing to welcome people in, even someone with no name or no home to speak of. You should go and ask the king where he's from later. Oh, this article is about his fashion sense. Huh? From what I've heard, he does have a very distinctive hairstyle. This article is more about his armor, actually. They even included a sketch, look. Well, it's very shiny? I suppose. Very imposing. There's something that caught your attention, though. Oh, am I going to be able to guess all of them? The patterns. The patterns? On his chest and gauntlets, you mean? It's just a weird losange. What's so weird about that? Those are stars. Stars? What's a star? The dots in the sky. Sif and I were looking at them yesterday, remember? Oh. This article does mention his speech mannerisms. Stars and sky-related things seem to be something he comes back to often. Stars, huh? What could be interesting about them? Stars. Is there somewhere in the house where you could find out more about them? There sure is. But I just learned about the article. Are you going to make me do both? I don't want to do both. Ay. What do I do first, then? What do I do first? Do I go and ask the king? So I did just remember something, and this is going to make me sound like an absolute fool. Please don't make fun of me. I forgot that I could just die, and I can just loop to those floors that I need to go to. So that's probably what we're going to do real fast. We're going to go loop to the king, and then we'll go loop to the stars. Actually, let's loop to the stars first. I can't believe I just remembered that I could even do that. Yeah, we'll go to the observatory first. Because Lord knows we have enough of those little thingies saved up. All right, where's some dots? Nowhere? Come on. They got to be somewhere. Come on. Where are they at? I know they're somewhere. There's one. All right. Boop. All right. Froze myself in time. Start again. This time, I would like to start on the observatory floor. Yes, wait. Stop it. I would like all of the keys. Doors unlocked, please. Thank you. I looped 20 times. I have not looped 20 times. I have looped 25 times. All right. I believe that the crest is right here. Uh-oh. Did I do a whoopsie? Did I do an uh-oh? I guess I would because I probably have the key knife, huh? Rats. Well, do we do it again without the keys this time? Just wasted 15. Oh, I have 358. I think I'm allowed to waste 15. I didn't forget anything. I just went too far ahead. It ain't me. Wait. Do I have the thing? Dude, please tell me I didn't need to get the thing. Oh, I think I needed to get the thing, dude. Oh, no. Are you serious? I think I had to get the thing. I think since I don't have that one random key, I can't get through the doorway to get the knife. No, wait. I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm good. Oh, I was about to have a panic attack, dude. I'm all good. We don't need it. We're fine. We're just fine. All we need is the Star Crest, which we can get easily without the key knife. Easy peasy. Okay, now we go to the left. We go and get the other key. We come back over here. We take down the Starcrest monster. We come back over there. We do the up instead of the down Starcrest. And then we get to find out what in the world we need to know about stars. Then we loop again, and we take down the king. Nope. Wrong. Easy peasy. Ah, I didn't mean to say anything. Ugh, whatever, it's fine. All right, Starcrest. We're almost there. Ah. Every time I try to get around them, they find me anyway. Starcrest, please. So I am noticing now that those boys right there don't not look like Loop. They don't not look like him. What do you think that means? Is Loop a sadness? Are sadnesses sentient? Whatever, it's fine. We're so close at this point. What's one more diversion? To the stars! I still think those beans look a little bit different. Oh! Whoa, where are we? There's a big window over there, see? What? Was there a room like this in the house? Yeah, I remember. Someone was working here, studying. They looked like... sorry, I can't remember. Valgard doesn't seem to have a word for stars or what the universe says, but Loop calls you Stardust, right? I clearly know about it, so Sifrin knows more than they're letting on. Dots in the sky, though. They're stars. Those are stars. Stars like the king's armor. Indeed. We should look around. Good news. There's no key or knife in here, Stardust. There's a book in Kabuin. You look at Odile. A Kabuin book here in Valgard. How rare. The title translates to Colors Through Time. Okay, this is the color thing I was talking about earlier, Sneaky, if you're still here. Seems to be an essay about color theory. Color theory? What's a color? We don't have time for this. Yeah, you really don't care. You can go and reread the book about colors in the secret library if you're so curious. A pile of papers. Something is written in them. Looks like a child tried to write down their first word. And that sure is a lot. Some awful handwriting. And a determined child. Looks like they tried to write the same word on all those papers. What word? What word did they write? Say anything else. Tell me any more than that. Star chart. Star chart. They're really not going to give me any more than that? A big window. Stars! But don't they only appear at night? We left early in the morning, so it should still be light outside. I've heard it's always nighttime near the king. Maybe this is his influence? It was dark around the house yesterday too, remember? The stars. Stars like the king's armor. Stars, like the king keeps mentioning. Stars, like... Yeah, Sifrin? You should remember them. Something in you tells you should. Every time you raise your head and look up at them, you feel like it's something you've done dozens, hundreds, thousands of times, but you can't remember any of it. You can't remember what you're even trying to see looking up at them. The king. Every time you face him, he asks you the same question. Do you remember? Remembering is not something you're very good at. There's so much you can't remember. You're a very forgetful person, after all. You can't remember basic items. You forget where you're going half the time. You can barely remember people's names. You've noticed you're starting to forget whole loops. You can barely remember anything that happened before you started looping in time. You can barely remember anything that happened before. You breathe out and unclench your fists. What you can and can't remember doesn't matter much now, does it? The king. Does he want you to remember something? Does he... You should go and ask the king what he wants you to remember later. No! Sif, you okay? Lost in thought, Sifrin. You open your eyes, smile, and shake your head. You have to keep going. Anything in here? Telescope. It's dusty. What's that? Oh, I've seen one of those before. That's a telescope. I think you watch the sky with it. Like clouds? Like stars, I think. During the night, since they're not here during the day. Stars? Boring. Okay. Death awaits us.
And then the king awaits us.
Oh, Kingy boy, I've got questions for you. You wake up, you dreamt you're eating a rotten apple, your stomach hurts. I got questions for the king. I got questions for the king. All right. Here we go. All right, he asked me if I remember something. I'm going to ask what you mean. What you mean? Remember what? No! It didn't give me another answer. Was I supposed to ask, do you? Got a question. What should I remember? Every single time you face him, he asks if you remember. There's something he thinks you should know, should remember, but it doesn't really matter, Siffrin. He could just be trying to confuse you. Yeah, speaking in riddles to Friend. Stop trying to confuse him. He hasn't forgotten anything. But you have, haven't you? You try not to think about it, but... What have I forgotten?
Forgotten? Oh, bright one, why? Why would you ask? Don't you know at this point what you've forgotten? Haven't you always known? Can't you see the hole it has left behind? If not, what used to fill it? Don't you feel it? Its absence.
What the crab is he?
All of it! You've forgotten it all, right one. They all have. We all have. No one can say it. No one can even remember it. It escapes us. It will keep escaping us. Oh, why don't you remember? I can tell everything from your accent to the way you use craft, to the stitching on your cloak and hat, to those pins you wear. You should remember. You and I, of all people standing here, should remember, bright one. Please, please, just remember it. Say it. Make it real, please. If you can remember, then maybe.
What is happening? Is he okay? Something we've all forgotten. I haven't forgotten anything, stupid. Sif? Something you've forgotten. Something everyone has, even if they don't pay attention to it. The hole it has left behind, something bigger than just the stars. What you're trying to remember doesn't exist anymore, but someone might still have written proof it existed, haven't they? Asked the king. What do you mean? Ooh. Where are you from? The king looks straight at you.
What about you, bright one? Where are you from?
You flinch. The moon? That's so good, Quixote. That may very well be it. You do not answer. You cannot answer. You hear the king laugh. They took the moon, and they took the moon. Ay, ay, ay. Do I have the pins that I wear? I don't know, dude. What about my pins? What you know about my pins? All right, well, let's myrtle the king. Once more, with feeling. I really want to get back to the main scene so I can look at Siffrin and see if he's moon pattern. We forgot our move. Oopsie doopsie. Oh, I think we just died. I forgot to do the thing. I forgot. Maybe it'll be different this time. Bonnie, run. Yeah, we've been through this. Anything new? I can't believe I forgot. I wondered why I had got to it so quickly this time. Hint? What do I see? Nothing. The ceiling. You hear Isabeau laugh tiredly. Hearing it, you laugh too.
Oh, so even death will not bring it back.
It's the moon, dude. I can't believe it. Quixote, you're absolutely right.
I knew this, and yet, oh, the king strikes.
I think he did. I think somebody destroyed the moon. What? What do you mean, though? What do you mean the moon? All right. Let's see if Loop has anything to say about the moon. All right, so they said there should be something residual left behind. What could it be? Have we talked? I didn't even know that was a side quest. Have I not talked to these people a single time? I didn't realize all these side quests existed. Okay, I really want to see if I can talk to Loop, but I feel like now there's so much else to do. Wait, I want to talk to you. Let's go see if we can fish. Something about this reminds me of Earthbound. It's very, very Earthbound coded, 1000%. Memory of fishing. When equipped, memory of fishing gives you +2 attack for every time you've gone fishing. At the cost of the attack speed, though. Can't have everything, Stardust. That's pretty neat. All right. +2 attack for every time I've been fishing. That could get really dangerous. Or is this a Doctor Who situation where you destroyed your home of the moon, on the moon? I think we might be moon people. Hi, Stardust. I feel like I see you pretty often. Are you sure you don't have anything better to do? If I was in your place, which I'm not, I'd spend my time in the house forever, getting stronger and stronger. Anyway, how can I help you on this wonderful new loop? I had a question about the moon, dude. Okay, well, let's talk about the ghosts. Yourself? Like how? You tell Loop about how I've been seeing myself walking around. An image of yourself walking around. Maybe they're reflections, remnants of your past loops. I wouldn't know. Remnants? Odile uses the same word to describe the sadnesses. Could it be a sadness? Huh. You see a copy of you walking around and you assume it's a sadness? Are you sad, Stardust? I'm going to go ahead and say they're linked to your loops. If they are, you might see them more and more as you loop through time. Questions. The fan. Oh, that man living in the house full of comic books. He seems to be really into that book series your housemaid likes, like The Cursing of Chateau Castle, right? Didn't the last issue come out right as the King's Curse started freezing Valgard in time? It might be hard to find. If you find any issues, you should remember the issue number and tell him. Maybe you might end up finding the very last one. Mira has a fan. She does. That stylish woman in Dormont, right? You should tell your housemaiden. It'll make her happy. Why Stardust? Because you're what's left, I suppose.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
What's left of what? Because it's a cute nickname. You're my little Stardust. My little cutie patootie Stardust. Ew, but just say you don't want to answer. It's fine. It's too much fun to annoy you instead. Distracting people with puns and jokes is the best way to evade stupid questions. Yeah, you can relate. Nope, wrong. Yeah. No. Okay. So, I don't know where that issue was. I do know I can just go tell Mira about her fan. Maybe the sun? I do? You nod and point at the stylish woman's house. I don't know whose house it is. A stylish lady? You describe the stylish lady as best as you can. I'm sorry to tell you this, but stylish ladies aren't very rare in Valgard. I see a lot of people during classes. I'm not smart enough to remember everyone I see. Well, maybe eventually you'll find a way to jog her memory. Can I go back to the stylish lady? Nope. Cool. Do I want to make all the friends again? What? I got a 4-pointed leaf from the sky? What? So now the question is, do I do all the things or do I just go ahead and get into it? Somebody somewhere would have written down something about history. That's what they're saying, right? So maybe I need to talk to the librarian about it? Nope. Never mind. No one would have ever written anything about it unless it were frozen in time. What do I do? I kind of want to warp with all the doors open. That way I don't have to find all the keys again, you know? That way I can just check the rooms quickly. So let's go to floor 1 with all the doors unlocked. Okay. See if we can find anything about time before time. Time before time. Times, and times. Times and times. Times and times. If you time, we will time, and we'll time. Star Red Room. Thank you. All right. Any old books in here? Old books. Nope. Old books. Books with information on stars. That's just the hole in the wall. Nope. We keep looking, we keep going. Never give up, never what? Yeah. Do you control time because you're made of stardust, hence the game name in Stars and Time? Probably. Feels like a safe bet there, T-Bone. We'll see. I'm definitely excited to learn all of the sneaky secrets that this game has to offer. But if I were a betting man, that's a pretty good bet. We are Star Time. Bum, 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 bum. The question is, why does the king also control time? Do you pass out because it uses your inner energy? We'll see. Maybe I am time. Maybe I'm the embodiment of time. Whoa. That's a lot of damage. Nope. My gut's telling me that it's also in the observatory, but I feel like they wouldn't send us immediately back to the observatory. It doesn't really make sense to me. What are they doing with the terrible handwriting? Oh, I get to call it something else? Okay. So it was wrong. The stars were the right thing to call out. What's over here? Craftonomy book. It just feels like it's got to be the star. The observatory just makes so much sense. Really? He just needs to know what the issue number was? If you say so. Okay, I actually need to find a teardrop. Teardrop. There's one. Another one. Let's do the... Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go tell the guy about the issue, because I don't really know. I don't know why not. Loop 40 is wrong. I am not on loop 40. I don't like them skipping loops, homeboy. I'm not a fan of that. I don't like it. I don't like it when they skip loops without asking. Daydreaming one. All right, let's see. I'll do another person. Odile. Yeah. What? Aren't you an only child? That is weird. What? Oh, how strange. You know, the other world's fine and all, but I only have one regret. I won't be able to know what happens to Lord Josefandra. Last one you've seen is issue 51. No, that's when Pierre-Jacques Ernest betrayed the whole party. What a turn of events. Oh. All right, so that's wrong. Grand. Do you have any more? Big Hat, do you have anything else that you can tell me this time? Already done that. Okay, so unhelpful. Ultimately unhelpful. That's fine. Let's go to floor 2 now with everything unlocked. That was not loop 43. You stop telling me what loop I'm on because I know you're wrong. I know the loop I'm on. I am the one who loops. I'm convinced it's got to be the observatory. I really... Oh. Uh-oh. I hope it wasn't in there. Probably was, though. Let's be real. That's probably where we were supposed to go to find out the very important information. It's always the way it goes. Oh, we've already done that. Okay, the secret library would make sense. You were there all along, but still you returned home. You love and hate this poem in equal measure. Ah! Okay, it's not 48. Anything. Literally anything about stars. Anything about something we're supposed to be seeing up in the sky. I don't want... Okay, let's see if there's anything interesting in this diary that we're peeking into. I'm reading again? Okay, Mirabelle takes a deep breath and opens it straight in the middle. Okay. Mom told me to clean my room today. I hate cleaning my room. My room isn't even dirty. Why doesn't she understand? Also, Dad noticed no one can say the name of the island north of here anymore. What do you mean? I tried to say it yesterday and I got like the weirdest headache for hours. Might trick my friends into saying it tomorrow. The rest is just doodles. Ah, the island north of Valgard. I remember when it happened. Well, remember isn't the right word, is it? We all just know something happened. An entire stretch of island disappearing from people's minds doesn't happen often, does it? I think my village was really close to it. My sister said it was all everyone could talk about for weeks. That's so frightening. I'm glad that whatever happened, she didn't get caught up in it. Oh, yeah. Still, that country's name, what was it again? I think it was something like, don't say it. What an interesting diary entry. The name of this country. You try to remember. Only silence answers you. Is this what the king wanted you to remember? Just remember it. Say it. Make it real. You can't say it. You don't even want to try. But you turn to Isabeau. Can you try and say it anyway? But why? It's just going to give me a headache. Isabeau looks at you. Wait. Isabeau got a headache looking at a door earlier. Something about your expression makes him reconsider. Well, sure, Sif. I'll say it. That country's name was I had it before, but now that I'm actually trying to remember it, nothing comes to mind. Huh, is that so? You're dumb, I know it. It's, what? But, wait. Huh? Can't remember it either, huh? When you asked me, answering you felt automatic, like if you asked me what 1 + 1 makes. Trying to remember it now is more like calculating 72 times 89. Nah, that's 6,408. I have a brain and I know how to use it. What? Isabeau? Nah, it felt more like trying to remember my first steps. How can I remember that? I can't remember that. How can you expect me to remember that? What a terrible analogy. But I can't seem to remember it either. When we were talking about it, I could think it clearly, and trying to remember it now, let alone say it, I can't remember the country itself either. I just remember when it was an island north of Valgard, and it had a different belief than the change belief, didn't it? Something about the sky? You know, the universe. That's right, the universe. Oh yeah, like stars and stuff. We also know that people could remember that country clearly before, and... my head is killing me. And we know that trying to remember stuff makes our brains hurt. Let's stop here. It'd be bad to fight the king with a raging migraine. Yeah, sorry we couldn't say it, Sif. You don't respond. Stars. So the king is from that country as well. The country that no one can remember. Your country. The country you were born in. Raised in. Spent your entire childhood in. And yet, even now, thinking about it, what it may have looked like, you can't even imagine it. For a long time now, you haven't been able to remember anything about it. You forget it even exists half the time. Anything linked to that country has just stopped existing for you. Your childhood, your parents, your life, your language, your culture, your faith, the stars, the constellations, the universe, it's all gone. Forgotten. The king. He was from there, you're sure of it. And then something happened, and the country disappeared without a trace, unable to be remembered by anyone. No one can remember what made everyone forget about its very existence. But something must have, right? But if it happened, if he's so attached to it, he asks you if you remember it every single time you see him. If he's so attached to that country, why would he be obsessed with Valgard? Why would he decide to freeze it all in time? You can't figure it out quite yet, but there must be something somewhere. Something that's similar to his goal. Yeah, it's the weird random room, dude. And we're gonna. We don't have enough time. We don't have enough time to go find it, but we're going to. Let's see. Where was it? It was on the 3rd floor up to the right. Had a good sleep. I think we can have the doors unlocked because we don't need the observatory this time. It is not loop 44. It's so clear to me that that's what needs to happen, but I can't figure out how to make it happen.